Give me a perception check.
All right.
You don't see anything in the distance. What you do notice is some sort of along the ground is what appears to be so there's this pathway. There's this concrete, really old pathway. Maybe it was made out of asphalt at one point. Obviously, a huge layer of dirt and gravel is built up on top of it over the years, and there appears to be a long sort of I don't know. There's a streak in the ground that passes across the door and then goes off into the distance, sort of cut into the dirt.
Do you mean like
It's only-
sort of like leakage or something?
No, it's more like someone was carrying like it was more like that security guard that just walked past had like a stick that he was dragging behind
Oh, okay. Okay, so right at the door, is it like scuffled a lot? Is it like sort of like maybe it's been dragged around in a circle somehow?
I mean, yeah, there's a significant. Well, it might just be all your footprints that you all walked through the same spot to get
Yeah,
in.
sure.
It might just be that.
Okay, all right. Well,
But there is more disturbance out in front of that door.
all right. Okay, I'm just like, is there any like indication of like heavy set footprints in the ground?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't really pay much attention to that or point it out to anyone then, I guess.
Okay.
And it's like, well, you guys want to go to the spooky house or you guys had enough? Because I need to take photos.
Yeah, we should keep
Yeah.
going.
All right, then.
I'm gonna look a bit more. I'm gonna look.
It
a
of
bit
course
shaken,
occurs to
but-
anyone with a brain that your map and that piece of writing you found are likely created by the same individual.
Don't even think of this.
Yeah, okay, you don't have a brain.
Yeah, it could.
We're
It
drunk.
never
We're
went through my
buzzed.
mind at all.
We're all.
You guys are
buzzed.
playing the dumb horror kids perfectly.
JJ probably would have noticed.
JJ
Yeah,
probably would have noticed. Didn't tell anyone.
I think JJ's doing the quiet, smart one. That'll be the only person to survive.
You
We're
probably.
the first to die.
First to die.
Or the first to die, yeah.
We'll see.
So, all right. So I guess we continue
Anyways,
around
as
the
soon
corner.
as it seems like we're in the clear, I'm just gonna fucking start giggling.
You guys
Well,
are
we know
just
who's
the
dead first.
weirdest people I know. Anyway, shall we keep going? Or are you guys going to chicken out?
Well, let's keep going.
Alrighty. And then we keep walking towards the horror house,
So
I
you
guess.
guys are all done with everything in the information kiosk?
For now.
Okay. Do you leave the door open as you leave, or do you use the mechanism to rebar the door?
Um,
Well, I still think it was a security guard, so I don't imagine we'd rebar it.
Okay, you rebar the door under
Mhm.
the assumption that you were trying to keep
Leave
up
it as we,
appearances
leave
for that-
it. Yeah, leave it as we came, sort of thing. So.
for that patrolling security guard.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
And-
So you guys are what? You're heading down the path past 20 and 25 to.
Yeah, so we're gonna try and head towards the haunted castle road.
All right, Ricky. You notice that line in the dirt continues to be in the dirt as you walk down this way. You haven't told anybody about it, but you notice.
Yeah, it's just a line in the dirt. It doesn't really mean much to me right now.
Yeah, it doesn't. But we'll rejoin you guys later. Now, let's revisit Randy, the security guard, and Frank.
Oh, yeah. Have I run into a Frank yet, or am I still poking through?
So you enter sort of this this mountain, this volcano walk, is what it's called. It's actually a really pathetic, giant concrete, fakey mountain in the middle of this park. And indeed, so are all of the fake mountains. They're pretty obviously fake. But essentially, there's a series of tunnels and walkways that are supposed to be filled with, like, mascots and scenic views and stuff, but have been totally dilapidated. And so really, it's just a series of tunnels that don't make any sense to you.
Well, to be honest, most things don't, so it doesn't really bother me none.
Fucking love Randall already.
As I understand it, you're trying to exit over here by 22 and 33 to get into this area.
I heard those kids knocking stuff down. The longer I walk, the more sure I am what happened. Those kids broke in there. They were doing they were necking. They were smoking their drugs, and they knocked something over. And if they get injured, the insurance company is going to come down on us like a sack of bricks. And then I don't want to lose another job. So,
I need you to give me a roll, not to get lost in these tunnels, to head out the way that you plan to head out.
So you can choose
since I got
between...
naturally good instinct for directions, I'm going to do a D4 on that one. Because I'm so sure the way I'm doing's right.
Oh, damn! Come on!
I'm so sure the way I was doing it was going to be right. That I know I'm smarter than these kids. I know which way they would have gone, and I'm going to head them off in the pass.
Some kind of dumb luck or dumb skill.
The sheerest dumb luck right there.
He was actually trying to get lost.
You're sort of just mumbling to yourself, and you're not actually looking where you're going. You should have been. But you pass out through an archway, and you find yourself right next to 22, the teacup ride.
I am actually keeping an eye out for anything suspicious. So I mean, I'm not a total Jeremiah there, if you will.
Hate to interrupt you there, Randall, but how many beers have been consumed so far?
I'm Randall. Oh yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean,
He's asking he's asking JJ, Flynn, and Gunter how many beers they've each had.
JJ's probably only had that one.
Okay.
JJ's
He's not going to ask for one.
And what have you been
So
doing with the
take this
rubbish?
Just probably been tossing it.
Tossing
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So no, like I am actually keeping an eye out for stuff because I might have a terrible head for anything, but I think I'm a good. I have a feeling an officer of the law should be always suspicious and always paying attention to his surroundings. So yeah, but yeah, so apparently I'm looking around. I'm gonna get them kids. And I might even get a collar. Oh, if I can catch them with drugs and some of that marijuana. Oh boy, they'll have to pay attention to me now. So, yeah, where do I come out? I wander out through the archway where?
22.
Right next to 22 in the teacup ride.
Okay.
So your perfect memory of
absolutely nothing somehow works. Okay, so I look around. Do I see anything suspicious? I see any footprints, trail, spore, whatever that stuff looks like, and I try to see does anything look knocked over, anything look broken, any bloodstains, kids hurt, any of that. So
give me a perception roll.
okay, I'm gonna have to get a little fancy on this one since I'm pretty good at paying attention to things. I'm just not good at doing stuff about them. So I'm gonna roll a d6 on that.
Come on, Randall.
Yeah.
Sweet. So,
You actually notice that on you're flashlighting around. You see painted on the side of this teacup in the direction that it faces you, and the nearest one, because there's like 8 or 9 of them branching off. The side has a big red smiley face painted on it, and some sort of dripping paint. Must be some sort of graffiti.
them kids and their stupid cans of paint and God damn it! This better not come out of my paycheck.
Oh, there's.
I don't know. I get up closer. I try to see if they've graffitied anything else. So, is there anything suspicious? What kind of, does this paint look washable? Am I gonna have to clean this up again?
It honestly looks kind of old. Did maybe people get in before this? It can't be new.
How did these kids manage to make their paint dry that fast? These kids. Oh, wait. I hear something. Okay. All right. I'm gonna catch these. I'm gonna get them. All right. I look for a place to.
Comes
what?
the sound of something.
Yeah, I hear them kids coming. They're probably dragging all their beer cans and their whiskey bottles and their leather jackets and stuff. So I'm gonna get in the bushes. I'm gonna surprise them. I'm gonna jump out and get them. So I'm gonna get this collar. They'll know who Randy Higginsworth is. So
you hide in some bushes nearby.
I just try to hide behind something that I can like. I don't want them to see me. I want to catch them in the act.
Okay,
So-
give me a roll to hide.
Shoot, this guy's not good for hiding. I'm thinking a D6 or a D4.
Quickly!
Four,
I'm gonna go D6 on that one.
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 Oh!
All right. Okay, I get my 3.
Randy hides behind a teacup that's smaller than Randy.
Off the flashlight because I don't want them to see me.
You turn off the flashlight, but you're hiding behind this
Hold
teacup.
the flashlight with my hand behind the head, the way I've seen people do it on cops, so I can bonk them. Because they might resist me. They better not resist my authority. So
Coming down the path in the darkness is some big guy. Can't be a kid. It's huge.
shit.
Tall and lanky.
Maybe he's a football player.
How big is big here?
Bigger than you. Taller than you, certainly.
Hey, my cowardice might be kicking in here. I'm gonna try. I might be having second thoughts. I'm gonna take another bite of ho-ho to get my strength up there.
As you're fiddling with the package of ho-hos, the crinkle of the package echoes through the night, and the thing stops dead in its tracks about 12 feet from you.
ho-hos and packet of ho-hos in one hand. I stand up and I click my flashlight on. I try to shine its face. Like, hey there, sir, Mister. This is
Just as you stand up and try and flick your flashlight at whatever it is, your eardrum is filled with the sound of a gunshot. It rings out right next to your head, and a heavy arm pressing down on your shoulder, throwing you to the ground. As the gruff voice of Frank says, "Get down, you idiot!"
What? Hey, that's not a coyote. What you got the gun for? And then I look around. I'm like, wait, why are you shooting? I got one finger in my ear. My ho-hos are falling on the ground. I'm like, what you shooting for? What you
He
gonna kill
grabs
the
you by the
kids?
collar and starts dragging you to your feet and running backwards as he lets off another shot.
I reach out and grab the ho-ho. I grab the ho-hos. Grab the ho-hos. I say,
You grab
Frank,
the hose.
what's going on? I'm scared. This isn't. I'm a professional, but darned if we didn't. This wasn't in training. I went to that 8-hour class. They didn't teach us this stuff. So
Frank drags you back into the tunnels as the thing slowly follows after you.
Hey, Frank, what's with the guy? You shot the guy. You shot him twice.
Shut up, Randy! We're leaving.
Hey, you don't talk to me like that. I'm an officer of the law. There's kids in there. There's kids in here, Randy. I mean, Frank. We can't let these kids. You know what the insurance company's gonna do, and we signed a paper.
Randy,
What,
fuck
Frank?
'em. We're leaving, and we're closing the gate behind us. He's dragging you towards the exit.
Frank, I do the 4-year-old trick where you just lay flat. Like, oh no, damn it, Frank, I did not take this job to run away.
Oh
I say,
God!
darn it, Frank, I'll call the cops, I'll call the FBI, I'll get everyone down here. But and you know what? We got to get these kids out. We got to get
Damn
these kids out.
fool! He lets go of your collar and runs down the tunnel.
I say,
back
but
to the
Frank,
exit.
damn it, Frank, what is that? Who was that guy? There aren't any other security guards. At least tell me who he is.
Tunnel.
Wait, what?
He disappears down the tunnel.
I head after him. I'm following him. I'm just trying to think of a way to get around the tunnel.
All right, you can follow after him. Of course,
Am I-
originally we're not following him, but now he is. Reverse psychology works well on Randy.
Well, I'm like, Frank, tell me about this guy, Frank. Tell me about this thing. That's no kid. If he is, he must play
almost
football
to
or something.
he's almost to the exit gate. When you hear him cuss audibly, "Fucking, God damn it, Randy!" He says. He's quite mad about something. He's sort of moving
Frank,
over the gate.
what's with the the profanity there? This is I'm your co-employee here. You shouldn't be using that kind of language.
His flashlight is pointed at the big iron bars of this gate that blocks off the entrance, and where typically there is
Take a look.
a latch and a lock. the iron bar of the gate and the fence have been twisted together.
Hey, Frank, I just want you to know, for the record, that wasn't me. I don't want that to come out of my paycheck. So how are we gonna get out of here? Do you still want to get out of here? I think we should probably try to find these kids. I mean, we got to get them out of here. You bring.
Climb the damn fence.
That's a swell idea and all, Frank. But I got this.
He throws
you
the
might
rifle
call it
over
an
his
old.
shoulder, and just as he's about to grab the fence, we cut back to the teenagers. Over by 20 and 25, you guys have been walking for a little while, when suddenly in the distance you hear a gunshot echo out through the park. And then a few more followed shortly thereafter.
I wanna do that thing where you sort of like, duck your head when you hear the gunshot.
Twitch.
Yeah, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna immediately like get down. Like,
Was there more of us coming in here? That security guard's fucking mental.
I mean,
fuck?
obviously, I'm not. Nah.
And I'm like, I'm visibly shaking.
JJ
Guy?
is trying really hard to still look cool.
Cigarettes shaking in his
Roll
hand.
to still
I'm surprised at the
Do our all to still look cool, man.
Steve
roll.
D10.
Hey, that's JJ's.
Oh,
That's just
oh,
it. Everything he does
yeah.
is cool.
He rolled a D8.
Cool.
JJ looks cool as a
That's
cucumber.
good. That's good.
He doesn't even duck like the rest of us, like fucking.
Everyone else ducks
Just
immediately.
looks in the
JJ
general
doesn't
direction.
react to the sound.
He lights a cigarette and goes.
like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
And I was like, calm down, you idiots! Jesus Christ!
Well,
Who else did you tell us? Who else in the school did you tell about that were coming here?
I don't know what.
You told no one, but there's obviously more kids here, and they obviously just got shot at.
Not our problem.
Good point.
Spoken like a true frat boy jock.
Yep, and I'm
Well-
willing to take another beer. This is my second beer.
This time we're shotgunning.
Oh boy.
Well, you got to get the shakes off. You got to
Yeah.
get rid of the shakes.
Exactly.
Because,
That's exactly what I mean.
I watched them do this, and then I'm
By
just
the
like,
way, wreckage. Shotgunning is you like
key the
stab
hole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you key a hole, and then and then it basically
Right,
shotguns.
it creates. Yeah, because it creates a vacuum that you can.
Yeah.
Right, I understand the actual physics of it, just not the appeal. Anyway,
it gets you really drunk a lot faster.
Yeah.
as you got
Yeah.
shotgunning, I need a reaction roll from everybody.
I'm doing this one.
Reflexes?
Oh, so does his D8 already counted, right?
1d4. Shit.
Oh, you're fucking drinking, man. There is no reaction from you.
I was considering saying I was also gonna have a -1.
Me too.
All right.
Cool as a
Yeah,
cucumber.
you too, everyone. You need a reflex roll. JJ, you're fine though because your composure roll sort of counts to as a bonus to this.
It's cool. This roll.
It's a
You fall
plus
flat
8.
on your ass.
Cool as a cucumber.
Ricky, you sort of suddenly brandish your camera, and Gunter, you drop the rest of your beer.
Party foul.
As the lights in the park come on. Coo, 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 as these big overhead lights come on everywhere.
Damn it.
I'm gonna slowly pick up the beer.
Yeah. I mean, he just said I fell on my ass. I didn't drop the beer.
Yeah, you didn't drop the beer. You fell on your ass.
See,
You were already-
there are a lot of things in this world that, Gunter could go without. Cheap beer, not one of those things.
you hear in the distance roller machines come to life and start moving.
Did you think they turned on the fucking lights so they could find us easier? God damn it, these security guys are just mental. Mental!
You know what? I think it kind of.
Wreckage, you have gone 110% on this one. I thank you for it. But
Yep.
I'm going to look at
it's okay, so around us, There
Gunter's
is-
face immediately turns into the face of a child. Like,
I'm going to look at Gunter and go, what the fuck, man? What's wrong with you?
Hey, the guy
Dude,
really
I
likes
used to-
carnival rides.
dude, I love rides.
So is there anything around us that would be mechanically moving?
Next to you guys, where you happen to be,
Yeah.
there's nothing that is moving right now, but you can hear it in the distance. However, there's obviously speakers hidden around the park to play the song wherever you are.
Alright, so it's like, well, this is perfect. I mean, we can see the rusted out ghost house now in its full glory.
We can go into the haunted mansion thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, let's go.
Alright.
You can already see it in the distance. There's a big castle that rears up.
Speaking of, you said,
Distance.
hey, weren't you saying something about not being able to see that one ride? It's there, right?
What?
No,
never
you
mind.
can't see it from where you are now because there's a big fake mountain range in between you and it.
Okay, so we're like somewhere here.
This fucking organ. Anyway.
Let's cut back to the security guards.
Okay. So
Just
at this point,
as-
I'm not really one for climbing, and I just don't think Frank's understanding that. And I'm trying to get him back down here, like, hey, Frank,
Frank
you
is
I
actually
got this
reaching
old
for the,
war injury.
Frank is actually
and,
reaching
I
for the
just-
fence when the lights coo, all over the park.
Hey, Frank, that's not supposed to happen. Was that you? Because I didn't do
No.
anything, and I don't want to have to pay the
No,
electrical bill.
no.
Hey,
The machine
Frank,
reaching-
maybe you should let me know what's going on with this sort of. What's with all this? Come on, Frank, you're holding out on me. And
The
oh,
music's
damn it!
looking
Now the
through the
music's
park.
going too. That's coming out of someone's paycheck, and it's not going to be mine, Frank. You better tell me what's going on. You better come straight with me. I'm your co-security employee here.
Really quick, it's
Frank.
fitting. It's fitting that on Twitter right now, hashtag bad theme parks is trending.
Well, advertise it. Bad
I
theme
think that's
parks.
all of us,
Die party dies in a theme park. Hashtag bad theme park.
Alright, that's it. Kyla, do
At
it.
this point, yeah, at this point, I'm like, hey, Frank, you're not going to get over that. There, you don't
Oh,
look
bad
too
theme parks.
spry
That's
there.
probably is that the at midnight? Is that
That
what's
is at
doing that?
midnight. Yeah,
God, I love that.
I know. Me too.
Okay.
I don't know what you're
Okay,
talking about.
but
Tim mentions on this
Alright.
week.
yeah.
Anyway,
Anyways.
Frank suddenly goes for his belt where he's got a flashlight. He takes it out, and he does just really weird. He sort of like hesitantly approaches the fence and throws his flashlight up against it. And as he does so, a big spark of electricity arcs to the flashlight, and continues to follow it as it sort of falls along the fence.
Oh, joy. Hey, Frank, do you, I didn't know we were set up for that kind of voltage, wattage stuff there. You mind telling
Randy.
me what's going on?
Randy, keep your mouth
Frank?
shut. We're listening for the tunnels.
Didn't he just come out
okay,
of the tunnel?
good. We can get them kids. All right. I concur.
No, Randy. Never mind. Follow me or don't. You're just shut the f up.
It's okay, Frank. You go to those tunnels. I'm gonna get them kids. Unless you want to tag along with me, I'll make sure we get out of this one. So we're walking side by side. I'm a little scared. I kind of feel a little worried about this whole thing. I don't understand a lot of stuff that's going on here, but here Frank has a gun. So if a coyote or something, or that football player guy comes back at us, maybe Frank could. It'd be good to have someone like him backing me
Frank
up
is
while I'm making that arrest.
Frank is holding the rifle up, and he's recovered his flashlight, which still works, and he's holding it up against the rifle as he goes.
Well, not wanting to be left out, I pull out my standard issue pepper spray there. I make sure it's set for hippies on this one. So yeah, okay, Frank, I'll give him the juice, I'll give him the spice, and you give him a what for, and we'll get this guy. So who is this guy? What's going on?
Notice Frank does
Sneak
not
him?
take a turn towards the where you were before. He starts trying employees only doors, looking for one that's unlocked.
Hey, Frank, you think the kids are able to get through these employee doors? Like, you gonna tell me anything, Frank? You can't be leaving your partner in the dark here. We've been working together for I don't know, like a week or whatnot. How long? How long have I been working?
How long
Frank?
if you want? How new do you want to be?
We've been working together for 2.5 weeks. That's 13 days, Frank. You gotta be telling your partner what's up. Come on now.
Eventually, he finds a door that's unlocked. It swings inward, and you see a really dimly lit by some flickering light bulbs, what looks like some sort of service tunnel, down some steps and then underneath the park, sort of. Having found it, Frank descends into the tunnel.
I take a look around. I want to make sure I know. This could come in handy later. These service tunnels. You can get all sorts of places in a service tunnel. I should know. I used to janitor in a couple of them. So I follow Frank. But I'm thinking we should try to find them kids. Because if that fence is going bad, they might try to get out of there again. And I don't know if my insurance can handle another ding like that. I haven't even gotten my license back yet. So I'm like, hey, Frank, you gonna say anything? Or am I gonna have to do all the talking on this one?
As you enter the service tunnels with him, he closes the door behind you and locks it.
Like, well, that's a smart move, Frank. But you know, I kind of think you should really tell me what's going on here. I mean, I can't really be too much use. I'm pretty good I know my job pretty good, and I can't really be too helpful without all the pertinent information and stuff. And pertinence
as
is
you
important
continue
to
to
me.
babble, Frank walks down the tunnel, and we rejoin our teenagers on the surface.
All right.
He is just completely ignoring my ass. All right, I'll start getting a little weird at him.
All right. So whereabouts are we now?
You guys are at the haunted castle.
Cool.
It's a big, fake, medieval castle.
Taking pictures,
there's-
just out front, just taking pictures. Everything.
I mean, your flash no longer lights up the night, in a way that it shouldn't, per se.
Yep.
But you still take all these pictures. There's the gift shop. Is actually the first thing you encounter, which is attached to the haunted castle. This haunted castle gift shop, on the outside. And but then there's also the haunted castle proper, and you can enter through either of those two things if that's what you want at this point.
It's like, well, do you want to take a tour? I certainly do.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
All right. So we go out through the front door, I guess.
The front door has a big red X painted on it, much in the same style as you saw earlier. And as a matter of fact, there is a piece of paper plastered in the center of that red X.
All right. We take a look at it.
You see this.
What are you showing us now?
Hold on a second.
Penis.
It's a dick butt.
That's gonna be the end. It's
Yep.
gonna be like, and in the end,
Dick
the
butt.
monster gives you this.
Your
butt.
dick was butted.
So I lean in and I'll
Jesus
start reading
Christ.
it out to everyone because
Whoever sees it should read it to the group.
I need
will.
to write my thoughts down, keep my head clear. Been here 5 days, found food and water. Employees only something? Keep them out. My heart's
Door,
still
door.
racing. Door, yeah. They took us one at a time. They started once the fence was up. Okay. When we realize some of us were missing, we tried to leave?
Leaf?
Leaf?
Don't know. To get help. The gate was bent shut. They are so strong. We went for our friend? Ride. Forward. We went forward, and the cat, what the hell does that say? Can you read that? The cat they got first. I'm the only one left. Well, that's cryptic as hell. Someone's been here before us. I was hoping that we'd be the first ones here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, also, check out what this is drawn on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a
Yeah, I
pamphlet for
think-
the haunted castle.